Hi Ruben. It's been a week or so since we've seen you. How good was that to have that time on the training ground? And in terms of the injured players, are you able to provide an update on when we might see a Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, or Johnny Evans?
No, it was a good week until 2 days ago. We had some problems also, so we don't have players back. Maybe we'll have one of two issues, but we are waiting. We have one player also is sick, so we'll see the team on weekend. But it was good to work with the team, to feel the players, and to try to improve our performance.
So when with setbacks in terms of injuries,
yeah.
Serious? I know it doesn't feel like you're going to give us any names, but
No. We will see at the weekend.
How big is this match against Tottenham? Obviously, two sides that have a lot of expectation but haven't lived up to expectations.
Yeah, every game until the end of the season is a big game for us. We need to improve the way we play football, but especially we need to win. No matter what, we need to win. And for that, we need to improve the way we play football.
Ruben, there's been more news this week about potential redundancies at the club, and Ineos have obviously had issues with Ben Ainsley, they've had issues with the New Zealand Rugby Union. Are you concerned at all that that's going to have any impact on your attempts to rebuild this team over the summer?
Our biggest problem now is Tottenham. We know that the moment of the club, of course, we do. I have to understand all these problems, but that problem of our club is not new. You already knew all the rules of fair play. We have a problem at the moment, but that cannot influence the way I coach the team and prepare the next game. So my focus is on that and not in the other things.
Well, as a coach, you have to feel as though you're going to be able to make things better, and you always plan forward. Every coach does that. So that surely has an impact on whatever discussions you're having.
Here is simple. To do something, we need to sell players. So that is my focus is to prepare the game. We cannot do now. The window is closed. We need to focus on the games that we have, especially the next one, and then in the summer we will see.
Ruben, we know that the club's got an ambitious target to win their 21st title by 2028. Was that something that was mentioned to you when you joined, and also do you think that's a realistic target to have?
Yes, we talk about that. Our focus. I said since the day one, our focus is to win the Premier League, and we can change everything in a few years. I don't know how long it's going to take. In this moment, we are in a difficult situation. The way we play, the games that we don't win, we know that, but we need to work every day and to focus on the little steps. Winning the next game, prepare very well the next summer, and then we will see.
Tim. Ruben, Ange Postecoglou has been criticised at times this season for sticking to his principles. How important is it that as a coach you don't deviate away from your philosophy, and do you admire him for that?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan on Ange Postecoglou. Of course, I'm from a different culture. I'm Portuguese, and you know all the Portuguese coaches, they can adapt, and I adapt. The simple thing is that I use one system in the moment, because I believe if you work on that system, you can play in different system at the same time. So that is my idea. But we are not winning games, and I understand the connection between me and Ange. We have the same problems. In my opinion, with all due respect, I'm in a bigger club with a bigger pressure, so I understand the connection, and I think it's really important a coach to have to follow his principles.
Damien.
Clearly, Postecoglou is under a bit of pressure with the results they've had. Can you afford to feel any sympathy for it?
Of course, I feel, especially because he's a good guy. He's a very good coach. He wants to play football in the right way, and that is, for me, is a good thing. And we know that, again, when we choose this kind of profession, there is a lot of good things, but then you have to feel that pressure when you don't win.
Thank you.
Ruben, away from home, there seems to be a bit more relaxation with your team. A lot of pressure at home. I know the home record's not fantastic at the moment. Can you feel like yourself within the players?
I feel it in the game, the performance, because you see it, I see it, I see the same thing. And sometimes when you, especially in the big games, when you are like a little bit the underdog, and that is a thing that we should not feel in any game, because we are Manchester United. But I feel the players more free. But then when you have to win the game, you have to be more dominant in every aspect of the game. I feel that we are not quite there. So I feel the team, sometimes the feeling is different when we play away.
You mentioned the summer. I know it's only just been January and closed, but fans would be interested to know what the landscape might look like, because it feels like it's going to be an important window for you to get the players to fit your style. Is that then the case, though? You need to sell to buy even in the summer?
Yeah, you know the rules better than me. So our focus is to win these games, and then we have time to focus on that. I'm really focused on winning the next game.
Samuel.
Again, I know I asked about Chido Obi last week, but did you see his performance in the week for the youth team? And at academy level, do you see any players possibly coming into the first team?
I don't want to say names, because we have to be careful on that. They are working with us. We had some problems this week. We call some young players to be in our training. So we will have that evaluation. Is one of them.
Chris.
Hi Ruben. There's a 12-point gap between the bottom three and where you are right now. It seems like a big gap on the surface. Is it dangerous to kind of feel safe at this stage? Do you think it's dangerous to kind of fall back on that cushion?
No, we are not. We cannot. It's impossible. If you see that the table, is impossible to feel any type of comfortable in this moment. We just want to win, to improve our performance, because we are Manchester United. We are always talking about the same thing. It doesn't matter the distance for up and down. We need to win the next game, and we need to improve, and we need to perform better. So there is no comfortable in any situation in this club.
Rob.
There's been a couple of instances recently of players leaving the club and then going to other clubs and maybe showing their qualities. Anthony started well at Betis, Scott McTominay before your time at Napoli. Do you think that shows how difficult it is for a player to perform here, that the pressure and the spotlight is so great that when perhaps they move somewhere else, they kind of feel, I don't know, liberated, a bit more freedom perhaps?
I don't know. Sometimes it's like that. It can happen in any club. This is a club with a lot of pressure, and then in this kind of club we have to have like a base of a team, to put younger players, talented players that came from abroad, that came to a team that he has one strong base that can help them to cope with that pressure. In this moment we don't have it, so it's really hard also on them, and you feel it in Dorgu. He was a little bit nervous in the first moment, but if you are playing better as a team, you are a strong core that can cope with this and are winning games and are really strong in the games, like it was supposed to be in this kind of club. It will be more easy for these kind of players to be free to play football. But football is like that. When we reach that level, you need to cope with the pressure. And sometimes they go to other clubs and they are more free without pressure and they play better. I don't know.